I think Netflix owes me, you, and everybody that was anticipating the show an apology because
I didn't anticipate the show.
really. I think I saw a couple of videos like, okay, show's coming out in May, looks really good. And I was like, yeah, well, I expect something soon worthy. These are Indians, of course. You have to trust. Anything from the Asian continent, in my opinion, is really badass.
Yeah,
so
it's always good.
I would say something kind of grandeur because royals, soon worthy.
Just like in Hiramandi.
Yeah, some
like
kind of soon worthy romance and drama that would make me feel.
Hiramandi was not romance.
Yes,
it was romance.
There was this royalty to it, even though they were not royalty.
Yeah,
but there was something there. Netflix, apologize to me. Send me an email to apologize right now.
Well, I was not anticipating. I just saw it on the what's coming up on Netflix,
really?
And I said this looks good. People are going to like it too. So I want to just join the rest of the world in watching it.
This Netflix show looks really good. And
what are the responses like now? People like it?
No, people don't like the show.
Oh, okay.
Even the royals.
Well, we'll talk about that very soon. First of all, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Yeah. Welcome to We Have Been Watching. My name is Vakim.
And I am Uniform.
The show is actually set in a fictional Nupur, India. And it follows this royalty. Prince Aviraaj is a free spirit. He's living out of the country. He's a model. I've never seen a prince have been a model though, but maybe it's possible. I've never seen. That's just it. So, but now his dad is dead and he has to come back to Nupur to take his father's place and also inherit the financial debt of the family.
Yeah. Because the father's will was kind of very funny. On the other hand, I have to say the word girl boss.
Yeah.
Because I think it was emphasized in the show.
Yeah, I'm a boss.
Girl boss. Sophia, a self-made CEO of this bread and breakfast company.
Yeah.
Potato. She comes along with this very bold suggestion that they should turn the palace into a royal Airbnb that would bridge the gap between commoners and the royals. Just give them a royal experience, get to know the royals and just have a feel of it and why they're making money. So it's a win-win for both of them.
Yeah.
But the thing is that these two people, before meeting again in Nupur, they met each other in Sri Lanka and they almost had this mind together, but it went south. And now that they're trying to work together, they still have this romantic tension that is pretty obvious and they have to overcome a couple of obstacles. Yeah. Okay, but like,
I do not like this show.
Let me just say that this show, when it started, I was like, oh God, you're coming on too strong.
that
was the vibe. Became like
the entire
I was like,
show,
okay.
They were doing too much. Even the romance, I'm like, okay, people are hot and cold. You're hot today, you're cold today, hot today, you're cold tomorrow. And they're just too much. Yeah, the storytelling did not do very well because a lot of the tension that we saw did not make a lot of sense to me. And they were like really basic things. Not really basic, but they were irrelevant. Most of the time, it did not make any sense to me. And there's so many slow motion scenes. He likes to take off his shirt for
like
Aviraaj.
If I took a shot for every time Aviraaj took his shirt off in this thing, I would have probably died from alcohol poisoning. Because he was always taking off his shirt. God, I tell him like, are you gonna take off your shirt again? I'm like, do you hear when I scream like, if you take off your shirt one more time, mister? I
was tired of it.
It's not like we're not saying he's not.
He's good looking, but this show I just think that they were doing too much. But I think that the ending came together well. What do you think? I like the ending, and I think that they will have a season 2.
Yeah, but I'm not anticipating a season 2.
I'm not anticipating, but I think that they're gonna have a season 2 because at the end it was not like they were serious about storytelling. Now they wanted to add intrigue. Yeah,
this is a very terrible introduction. If you think, okay,
yes,
let us start like this. Let's tease them because if I'm being honest, if a season 2 is coming. Maybe I watch it because I love to have a show that I hate and I'm watching it. I don't care regardless. I just hate the show and I want to cuss it out. So maybe I would like to see season 2. Girl boss Sophia, what do you think about her owning a company with her ex-boyfriend? I thought that I was going to do something for us, but it did nothing for us. Yeah, because I'm not so sure. It's obvious that they still like each other. And he even said, oh, if only we had time to plan dates instead of schedule meetings. I'm like, okay, there's something here. I was expect to kind of hot drama, but I said that he seemed like he did not like how he not want it. Or this main character, I think they were complex unnecessarily. I don't know how to say it.
So just unnecessarily, like that best friend and her working together thing. It did nothing for the story. It was very irrelevant. One of the most irrelevant things. Then all those side stories. Oh my God, the sister, Jimmy,
the mother. I don't understand she and King of Hearts. Anytime they come along, like
if they want to like do a romantic relationship for them,
we do not care about that.
Like we do not really care
or
about
the grandmother that loves weed so much.
Yeah. everything was just trying to her that they never think that a grandma would like weed like the way she does.
Yeah, they're trying to be
They're trying to be so cool and so progressive,
at
and
the
it
same
was
time,
just
we are relics, so we have a lot of relics.
yes,
And that was really annoyed the royals of India. I even saw an article about it, and they've criticized the show on how it's a misrepresentation.
Yeah,
and the lot of historical inaccuracy. That part, I'm like, it's fiction.
Yeah, it's also inaccuracy. How?
Yeah, it's fiction. And said they exaggerated the financial struggles in the show. And the royals are saying they're not faded relics. They are very modern and what you're saying. Because I cannot believe that it's an Indian palace that is selling a bad shit for money.
Well, the outrage from the royals, I'm very surprised that there's any outrage at all, because this story is obviously just a joke and a fantasy. Watching it, I do not think that Indian royalty are actually living this way. Although I also, when I watched that, like, okay, this can be possible at the same time.
There's a possibility. In the beginning, when she was trying to win, Sophia was trying to win them over, she gave them a painting. That painting is very precious. I said, if you are gifting that painting out, you have to rethink your business because it's so expensive. That is a very priceless work of art. So you cannot just be gifting it or sell it like that.
So maybe we don't really understand the depths of what the royals felt after watching it. But I just thought that this is a very insignificant show that should not even rile anybody up. But I am not in their shoes and I don't understand what they think. So yeah, I'll keep my opinions about that.
Another problem I have with the show is that the entire, I don't want to be the king, I don't want to inherit the crown. It took a long time for us to understand. It was towards the end of the show that we understood, okay, this is his reason for saying this.
Yeah.
Okay, now I understand you. But I don't think it should have taken that long. It took its sweet time to establish the reasons why the father decided to give the money to a mysterious person.
Worst character for me in this show has to be all of them. I don't know, the prince's brother, the sister.
I think the prince's brother is like the best character. He thought he was going to be the king.
I know.
But he took it very well. And he had his own passion aside from his royal duties. And I like him. Kinda. But the worst
I don't know why I don't like it. This show was just, nobody made an impression. But I think Sophia was doing the girl boss too much. I don't have any worst character.
Girl boss.
All of this.
Yeah. So the person that at least tried to make an impression on me was the other prince.
Yeah. Is there going to be a second season? Okay. But for now, I'll just give this show, I'm going to say 3 stars. I don't know why I'm saying 3 stars. I think it's too high. It's too much for this show. But at the end, I sat up and I said, okay, at least people are now ready to tell a story. So I'll give it 3 stars for that. Although the trying to be progressive thing, it didn't really hit hard. It was just too much. It just become something that comes naturally.
Yeah, I hate the show. 0.5 stars. I cannot. I'm very stingy with my rating these days.
I take back my 3 stars, please. My notes here, I wrote, did I write this? Genius, cringe. The lines were elementary. We watched the show a while ago before filming now, so maybe I already softened. When we're talking about the film, was also do like a swoon-worthy list. Then I changed to cringe corner. The horse scene, the bar scene, my parents' favorite song scene when they get started dancing. 0.1 star.
Everything about the
this
show
is why
cringe.
it's so good to take
I can't
notes.
even pick one. So everything about the show is cringe. From taking the shirt off anyhow.
Yeah.
So the ex-girlfriend coming.
Yeah.
Like
that scene where
then the mother also seemed like, okay, you need to cannot marry a common girl. A lot of unnecessary drama, honestly. That was not worthy of being drama.
I think that the premise of the show made more sense.
Yeah.
But the writer was desperate to make things as complicated as possible. So that is a huge pitfall that most writers run into. So they want to write series. Like, I have to add things that will make it interesting. And sometimes it just does not hit. So 0.1 star. I didn't like it.
If you've seen the Royals, please. Wow. That hits.
Yeah.
Please.
You did.
Okay. Tell us what you think.
Yeah.
And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to We Have Been Watching.
Until next time, do take care of yourself. Goodbye.